Hey, how's it going? Casey here with Advice for Personal Trainers. In this video, I want to show you how I do my fitness business outsourcing. So one of the comments I get a lot on the blog is how to outsource. And considering I haven't put up a blog post in quite a while, I thought I'd shoot this video. I think the timing as well. Everyone wants more time off for the holidays. So you're going to learn in this video how you can drastically reduce the hours that you work, and it's going to cost you hardly anything. So let's begin. So I think I got started with outsourcing probably about 3, 4 years back, and it was mostly due to reading the 4 Hour Work Week, which I think probably most of you have read, and if you haven't, then I highly recommend that. I got started on sites like Elance and Guru.com, and I typically hired someone to do a project for me, maybe make me a new website or do some marketing or write some articles for me. And I had some mixed results that went all right, and then I got affiliated with this site called Odesk, and I've been using that for the last year and a half, and much better results since I moved into this kind of system. So basically, on this system, I wanted to find someone that could write articles for me. I wanted someone that could distribute those articles for me, and so I hired a little team, which I'll show you here. So this is a picture of me. These are my 4 employees that I have on here. Anna, she's like a retired school teacher from the Philippines. Her English is just magnificent, much better than mine, and she writes a lot of articles for me. I have a guy named Ken, he's from the U.S. Ramon, he's this SEO genius, can you know put an article out onto 50 Web 2.0 properties in a day. It would take me a year. And Julius is just like a kind of does sort of everything virtual assistant. And cool thing about Odesk is they log into the system every 10 minutes. It takes a screenshot of their computer, and it also shows you how many times their mouse was clicked and how many times their keyboard was clicked. So you can really kind of get your feet wet good with this site, and you know that someone's not ripping you off. You know that someone is actually working. You can look back and see what they're doing. And yeah, I found Odesk to be really, really helpful. Most of my outsourcers, I pay about $4 or $5 an hour, which is a little bit on the high side. And I'm actually going to show you how to reduce that drastically. And that's what I've just sort of learned about in the last couple months. And I'm moving now away from Odesk because my results are better somewhere else. So recently I discovered this other system and just a different way of doing business. And it was to hire employees per hour. So all of these employees here, I pay hourly, and they all have different set hourly maximums and how many hours they can work. So for instance, I think Anna can work 10 hours a week, Ramon can work 30 hours a week, and Julius can work 10 or 5 or something like that. And good thing about this is there's a limit. You're only going to pay them so much. Really easy, like I said, to get your feet wet. Problem is, Anna can't live on 10 hours a week. Ramon can't live on 30 hours a week. Julius can't live on 5 or 10 hours a week. So they need to go to other places and find other jobs. And they bid on other projects. And, sometimes they get a big project they need to do lots of work on. And maybe my project will suffer. So I kind of found this out the hard way, and I want to steer you clear of that. If you just want to get your feet wet and hire someone for 5 hours a week to write a couple articles for you, that's fine. You can use Odesk. I don't recommend that anymore. What I recommend is that you hire a full-time employee paid for the month, and that you hire from the Philippines. Okay, and I'm going to show you a couple reasons why. So I like to use this site right here, Online Jobs, to find Filipino workers. The reason you want to hire a Filipino is that they're highly educated. Um, Pretty much all of them have degrees, and most of them have master's degrees. English is a very common language over there, and I think it's the business language, and pretty much everyone knows it. And if you want to hire someone to write good articles, it's not hard to find. Number two is they like to work for Canadians and Americans. So that's really, really useful. They're going to really love to work for you. And they're not going to be looking for other jobs if you hire them for the full time. They're going to dedicate, um, you know, 40 hours a week to you, and they're going to get a lot of work done for you. Also is that they're not going to take your idea and do anything with it. Filipinos aren't like that. They actually want a job. They're not really business mentality focused. So rest assured, you can kind of share lots of details with them, and they're not going to take it. They're also very honest people. Thinking about it now, I've never had anyone quit. I've never had an outsourcer quit in the last 4 years. So they're going to stick with you as long as, they possibly can. So I want to show you how to use this online jobs right now, just quickly. Um, so let's say you want to find a writer. Highly recommend that you outsource your website, your web design, your web programming, and your article marketing. So if we go, category English, skills, writing, advanced, and they've posted a job in a week or less, looking for full-time, and monthly salary, put whatever you want. Let's go with 12,000 a month. So 12,000 a month. You divide that by 46 for American, and that means you're going to be looking for people that are willing to work for $260 a month or less. And if you divide that by 20 days, 4 weeks, and 8 hours a day, you're looking at $1.63 an hour. So if we do a search for this, and actually I think that's what those results were, you'll find that there's 60 people here that you can hire that are looking for these that have, this sort of skill set. Article writing, video editing, innovative writer, storyteller, adapts well to different situations and emergencies. Always willing to learn. There's some really good employees. Excellent writing skills, good command of the English language. So it shows here, it's got a rating system, what their skill level is. So they got some marketing, blogging, branding experience, some Google AdSense, Google AdWords. This one might not be a good fit, just based on what I've seen before. There are better people out there. So have a look at this. You can find a really good employee. And I'll show you also the project management system I use. So in this back end, these are all the projects that I have. So I created, when I want to create something, I create a new project and I just give some details on what that project will entail. And this also has training. So I have basic training, I got Twitter training, I got general article marketing training, Facebook training in here, video marketing training. And I'm actually using a system right now that every month I get a new training module, and that training module just goes right to my outsourcers. I don't even look at it. And they go through it and they learn these skills. And you're really, building a much bigger business when you have trained, highly skilled employees working for you. So these people are assets. The longer you keep them around, the more training you give them, the more skill sets they're going to have. So really quickly, I want to show you one of the projects that I did. It was for a new bootcamp website that I have. So recently, I started in bootcamp in town, maybe a few months back, and I needed a new website for it. So I created a project, Kamloops Yoga Bootcamp, create a compelling looking blog that converts traffic into leads. Got some details. The blog is about fitness, inspiration, healthy nutrition, fat loss tips, blah, 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 benefits of the blog, included files, da-da-da-da-da. And then up here I can, create tasks and checklists. And that's what the website looked like. So I went and I hired a full-time graphic designer and WordPress programmer. Created this website for me. This is sort of the top landing page that you get to. This is my girlfriend here. She's the one that does the instructions of the yoga boot camp. I outsourced an ebook and these covers. And so yeah, this is the blog. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Diving in a little bit deeper, this is one of the blog pages. Nice looking banner, nice looking opt-in page, links to Facebook, some categories on here, opt-in at the bottom. And yeah, $300, full-time employee. Didn't even take him a month to do all this. And the other thing I do is the article marketing. So if I go back here, I have an article marketing training system, a training module right here. So as soon as I get a new employee, they read this. In this training module, you're going to learn how to create articles that will drive traffic to our website. So they go through all this training, they read these ebooks, they listen to these MP3s, and I didn't create this. This is all done for me and part of the system that I'm using. And I'll show you some real life example here. So this is Hub Pages. It's a really high Alexa ranking website, and I put articles on here with backlinks. See, there's a backlink to my website. Here's some more backlinks, and yeah, so I use this to drive traffic and page rank to my blog. And as you can see, I get 80 hubs with 19 people following me. So the quality of these is really, really good. This shows down here that it's been viewed over 1,000 times. So I'm going to highly recommend that you start outsourcing things that you don't want to do or things that you shouldn't be doing. And in my opinion, anything to do with your website and anything to do with marketing your website through article marketing, video marketing, maybe even some Facebook marketing, you can outsource that. That's going to bring you more time, and that's going to allow you to focus on more what you need to do. So I hope you learned a little bit in this video, and if you're interested in what kind of system I'm using, I'll post a link below this. And yeah, have a look. You'll learn a lot, and it's really good for your business to expand when you start bringing people on your team. So you have a great day, have a great holidays, and I look forward to your success in the new year.